It was a Actually, on second thought, no, this is not a beautiful day. It's a crappy day, actually. Like rain, miserable weather. But it's cloudy now, so I give it a pass. But anyways, um, so basically, a random ginger person came to the fuck controller's house. He demanded his butler that he needs to see him at once. The butler searched everywhere, except for one place, and it was the place to find the top hat the least. He found the top hat, who was passed out in his bathtub. He had been drinking for a couple of nights, and he had a really head had a massive hangover. Oh, my head, he said. Oh, where am I? Excuse me, sir, said his butler, who is a really old man. What do you want, Wilfred? Can't you see I'm having a hangover? I'm sorry, sir, but it's a railway inspector. It's a railway inspector. He's here and he wants to meet you. The railway inspector? Oh no, says the top hat, and he hid under his bathtub. So, I died. But the butler never really liked Tom Hat. Let him in anyways. Come on in, sir. The butler let the man in. The man was a smartly dressed man with glasses and ginger hair. Basically what you get if you combine Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. But anyways, the guy who was just... Forget it. The guy was about to wake Tom Hat up. Sir Derek Tom Hat, he asked. Wakey, wakey. Ah! Said the controller. Oh, good. You're alive. Anyways, are you the railway inspector? Yes, I am. My name is Jonathan Gerald Crane, the chairman of all British Railways. Oh, we didn't know when you were coming. Surprise inspection, said the inspector. We decided to make it surprising so we can see it on a regular day. Shall we begin? Oh, but you see, I suggest we should get started right away. But what about breakfast? You could just have a McDonald's. I don't care. All I care about is how the railway is. Now, meet you in the car. The top hat side. Thanks a lot, Wilfred. Enjoy yourself, sir, lady hat. Buzz off. Okay. So Tom Hat and the inspector got in the car and they drove off to Knapford Station. It was a very quiet journey until there were a bunch of angry people on the platform. Apparently, there were two delayed trains. One was for Thomas's branch line and the other was for the express. Passengers were very angry because one of the engines wasn't here and the other was not meant to be on the train at all. That one was being Thomas. Thomas was shunting his own coaches and the express, and he was very tired. The little engine had been up all night on a goods run, blowing his whistle like crazy and keeping the entire town awake for kicks. Now he's fast asleep, and his driver was yelling at him, "Wake up, Thomas! We gotta get you off this line. This is a Gordon's line. But first you need to shove the coaches into the correct spot." No, I don't feel like it. Thomas, for the love of God, please, shut the coaches properly and then come up to us. Quite right, Annie. So, is this happen every single day? Not all the time. Sometimes it happens. Oh, look, there's Gordon. Boop, boop. Gordon arrived. Oh, not again, said Gordon. You know what? If you're going to do something, you gotta do it yourself. And so Gordon began to puff away. Then he reversed back, woke up Thomas, but pushed him and his coaches off the rails, and Thomas and his coaches literally came off the rails because there were no buffers, and he fell onto the roadway. making a huge traffic jam in the process. The passengers panicked and screamed. The coaches were horrified, but Gordon didn't care. "Oh well, guess no work today," said Gordon, and he just puffed away. Not impressed at all. That's my engines for you. Always willing to help each other out. Gordon, I'm going to kill you for that. Because since Thomas was basically damaged, Percy came along. "Come on, girls," he said. "We're going on a big, fancy adventure." "Oh no, not you." "Beep, beep, let's go." "Ah!" said Annie and Clarabelle. See, a train eventually left. "Yes, but with the passengers screaming inside," said the railway inspector. So Tom had, "I'm sure things will be better. Come, let's go. We'll walk since the car is pretty jammed." "All right." As the duo was walking to the yard, they smelled something. "It smells like a fire," said the inspector. "No," said the fat controller. "Edward." Indeed, it was Edward. Edward's boiler was completely overheating, and he almost exploded. But he broke down, but he survived. Edward is the most useless engine on the North Western Railway. Soon, Duck arrived with Rocky the Crane for some reason, even though Edward was on the tracks. "Sorry, sir," said Edward. "Overheated again. You know, I'm a useless old engine." "Don't worry, sir," said Duck. "I'll put him right again. Just you watch." Rocky, who has no lines because he should not even exist, but we don't have the breakdown train, began to do something to Edward, but instead, ouch! Whoops. It may take a while. I don't care, I'm gonna leave. Not impressed, Tom. Not impressed. Oh look, there's James up a line. Let's go see what he's doing. Soon, the two men found James. James was at a red signal. Actually, it's a green signal, but he didn't care if it was a green signal. He was just too busy talking to Oliver the gay engine and his boyfriend Toad. He was just telling them while Oliver and Toad were meant to take the pride train around. James was telling him about one of his online stories when the fat controller arrived with the expector. "What is this engine still doing here? He should have left with his train 15 minutes ago." Hey, I'm almost done, said James. And he continued his story with Oliver until a big slap on the face from his controller did the trick. All right, I'm going, said James. But while he was leaving, the expector had looked on his train. Let's see. Couplings not secured. Box van doors are not shut probably. Tankers leaking. Everywhere. The fat controller froze. What else could possibly go wrong? Crash! Dear Lord, said the inspector. It looked like it's your goods engine. Both men rushed to the incident. But when they arrived, they found not only James, but Henry derailed. Henry was taking his local passenger train until he and James collided on another set of points. Good Lord, said the inspector. What happened here? Wait a minute, where are their crews? The fat controller paused. Froze, I mean. What crew? Their crew, Mr. Hat, their crews. The people who drive them. Where the hell are they? Buggered off, said James. Said they'd rather watch Sesame Street than do work. Well said, said Henry. My crew are also watching all 8 Harry Potter films just to see Emma Watson's beauty. If they want to watch them for old Abby, they could have them for all I care. And then the signalman woke up. Well, let's just keep it down. People are trying to get some sleep. Oh dear. And several hours later, after the railway closed for the day, the inspector told Tom Hat to take them back to his house. So, I hope you enjoyed your visit on the railway, said Sir Tom Hat, but the expector gave him a cold look. Then Sir Tom Hat did the most unlikely thing ever. "Oh, please, sir, please," he said, opening his cold heart out. "I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry about the delays, the destruction, the bad-mannered engines. I'm so sorry. And the crappy rolling stock. I'm sorry, said Tom Hat. And the terrible point system, and the lack of customer service, Mr. Hat, and being an unlikable human being, Mr. Hat. Yes, Mr. Hat. None of the faults that you described to me on your railway doesn't interest me in the slightest." "Really?" The controller beamed. "Of course not, man. Every railway these days are basically like this." "Oh yeah, so are we on the clear?" "Not quite. Well, no, Mr. Hat. What really this makes me disappointed is your total lack of female engines." "What? That's it? That's it! That's it! I am Jonathan Crane, the head of the board. Listen, I'm going to give you a week to get at least one female engine on your railway, otherwise I will shut down your railway. Good day to you." And then the expector walked away. "Well," says Tom Hat, "at least I still have my dignity." And he rushed in. "Wilfred, make me something to eat. I'm starving."